Hello everyone, Pete here, unboxing and reviewing the IQ robot, the toy that uses voice recognition to listen and respond to you, so it works a little bit like Siri for the iPhone. Now, the first question you might ask is, Pete, you're an adult, why have you just gone out and bought a kid's toy? And do you know what, that's a fair enough question, and it actually has two answers. Firstly, it's because I think this is pretty cool, because do you know what, when I was a kid, I know I would have loved a toy that could speak to and actually respond, so I kind of want to see how toys have changed since I was a kid. The second reason, and this might be the point you put on your tinfoil hat, so luckily I'm already prepared, but I was reading an article and it's somewhat edged on conspiracy theory in that it was noting a genuine concern that a toy like this might be used for some sort of military spying. Now, as worrying as this article might sound, and honestly when I was reading it, I kept on thinking of things in terms of TV and movies, so I was thinking small soldiers and toys with Robin Williams. So the worry is that when you use this, you have to download an app onto your phone, and this has a long user agreement, and let's face it, we don't always read those agreements, but apparently this stipulates that the data may be stored and even used. So people are making this correlation between Nuance, who do all the voice processing, and some military outfit, who also work with Nuance, and they're saying that they are potentially extracting data from Nuance, and using it for whatever reasons they deem fit. But to me this seems a bit abstract because it's kind of like saying you get cat food in Mars bars because they're owned by the same company, which is ridiculous because there are many companies that have partnerships with other companies and there are various privacy measures already in place to protect people. So I don't really believe that. But more than anything, you can always dispel something like this by simply asking the question, why? Why would they do that? And think about it. Okay, so you're at this military outfit, someone comes up with a brilliant idea. Johnston, I've done it. I've managed to spy on all these kids using the IQ robot. Why? Well, secret military reasons, of course. Yeah. The next part of the article talks about how a toy like this could be used for advertising. In my mind, this is a pretty scary proposition. So much so, I'm actually going to take off this hat, because it would seem that there's already a sister product out there called the Michaela doll that does actually talk about Disney products. And this terrifies me because kids are extremely impressionable, so if you start talking about this new product, then they might go to their parents or guardians and start trying to sell that to them, and it really is pushing this huge capitalist agenda down people's throats, trying to get them to buy more. So like I say, that's terrifying. Now the other part, and this might be the point to put the hat back on, is that the voice data could be used as some sort of marketing strategy to build up new products, because if people can find out what kids are interested in, then they could create something new. But I don't really know how this relates to the military, and in my mind it just kind of reminds me of a Simpsons episode where they try to get people to join the Navy.
Ivan et Miage, they keep saying that. Wait, what was that?
Join the Navy. Join the Navy.
In the last part of the article, it talks about how a device like this can be accessed within a 50-meter radius via Bluetooth. Furthermore, if you have the skills to do so, then in theory you could intercept the unsecure signal from the IQ robot all the way up to the Nuance servers. So once again, you could use this as some sort of listening device. But you've got to ask that key question of why? Why would you do this when there are millions of mobile phones in this world and probably not that many somewhat obscure IQ robots? And let's face it, mobile phones are a lot more adept to spying on people when they've got a microphone, camera, GPS. More than anything, the idea of a toy that listens to you just kind of reminds me of a scene from Toy Story.
We toys can see everything.
One last thing whilst I've got the conspiracy hat on, but don't worry, I will review this in a minute. But I was speaking to someone the other day about the IQ robot, and he said to me, Pete, if you've got nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear. And do you know what, I somewhat agree with that, because I'd imagine most people don't have anything to hide, but the problem is that when you adopt this mentality, you allow for a police state, and this is a terrible thing. You only have to look back through history at, say, Nazi police states or communist eavesdropping, and you realise that it really is quite awful. Now, I'm not saying that this toy is leading to that, but that mentality that it's okay to be spied on will lead to that. But if you want to go more down the fictitious route, because in my mind it gets a little bit dark otherwise, then there are some brilliant films out there, such as Equilibrium. But do you know what? Like I say, it is getting a bit dark, so I'm going to take this hat off, and we are going to review this. So here it is, the IQ robot. And we're going to look at the box first. So these are the features of the IQ robot. It has reactive light up eye, make him walk, groove music. This walks as well. Now that's cool. I wasn't expecting it. I thought it was just a static toy, like a webcam sort of thing. Tells hilarious jokes. They're really pushing for this joke scene. I'm going to be the judge of how hilarious those jokes are. And what we got? Games and brain teasers. That could be interesting. Make him say crazy things, like how he's going to destroy all humanity or something. I'm not quite sure on that one. Alright. Well, it looks quite interesting. I think this is going to be the most challenging bit of how to get it out of the box. It's the grand reveal, this. Although you can see what it looks like already at the front. But come on, IQ. Here we go. Ta-da! Alright. Instruction manual, that could be useful. I'll chuck the box inside. And there it is. Cool. Well, I quite like the design. You know, it's typical sort of boys' toy sort of thing. Now, how the hell do I get out of this box? Oh god, they got those stupid twist ties. Right, I'm being inventive here. Nail clippers to get off the twist ties. This better work. Don't know, I did. Right, top tip. Nail clippers for Christmas, because they get rid of twist ties really easily. Right. Oh, he's got things on his feet as well. What the? Oh, I ain't come across these before. What do I have to do there? Oh, there's twist round. Okay, that's simple. That's such a good idea, actually. Right. Okay. I think that's the most surprising part so far, is the packaging. I didn't even know those existed. You like twist and pull it out. Right, there it is. Well, I think this is designed for ages, what, 4 and up or something? I don't know if I would give that to a 4-year-old. Well, if I was 4 years old and I had this, that'd be broken in seconds. It's not that flimsy, but you could easily pull off the joints, something like that. So, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I'm not going to put it to any break test. It looks like it's got quite a lot of points of articulation. See, I'm probably already breaking it now. It can move everywhere, so that's pretty cool. Let's power this up. Right, I love how on its backpack you can actually change the voice physically. I thought it'd be through the app you'll be able to change the voice, but now it's actually got switches, which once again reminds me of Toy Story 3, where they changed Buzz's voice to Spanish, I think it is. Can I do that on there? Oh no, I can change it to French. That's good enough. Let's see, has it already got batteries in it? Alright. Oh, batteries are stored in the bottom there, so let's go for that. Alright, note this for, if you're getting this for Christmas, you need a screwdriver. So, and it's 4 AA's as well. So, make sure you load up on batteries. I mean, considering how easy it is to take out the packaging, you could probably put it back in quite easily as well. If you wanted to, I suppose you could put batteries in prior to giving it to someone. You know, that takes a couple of minutes out of the day, I suppose. You can turn it on straight away that way. That's the manual. Okay. Right, well, I'll put the batteries in. I don't know if I can even show you this bit. So yeah, you put the batteries in, setting up, blah, blah, blah. Download the free app. Actually, that just reminded me. I've already downloaded the app, and I'd probably recommend you do the same because it's quite a big download, around about 200 megabytes. So, do you know what? You might as well download it on your phone prior to using this. It just saves a bit of time, I suppose. See, so I could put it onto on. Oh yeah, I put it on French, didn't I? See, I probably shouldn't have done that. Right. Let's put you back on. I don't know what you just said. Alright, so... Oh, that's weird. It makes like a really high-pitched whine. Just about hear that. So this is the app, so I've literally just pressed on that. I haven't used this before. App wants to turn on Bluetooth. Yeah. I guess that's pretty standard stuff. So you've got Bluetooth on. Right. Oh, okay. So this is the bit that I think people are worrying about. Like I say, terms of service, or I think they also call it a user agreement. It's about 3,000 odd words. And it really is a huge user agreement. No one reads the stuff. But do you know what? I'm going to go on to the mentality that almost everything we do these days is monitored in some way. I mean, that goes beyond conspiracy. If you have an Android phone, like I do here, and you have to have a Google account for this, so if you have this phone, you can actually look online and see all your tracking data, all the places you've been, all the websites you've been on. If you have the Facebook app, that asks for a ridiculous amount of permissions on things like microphone use, camera use, all this sort of stuff. So, you know what? I tend to fear the worst for this. I should probably put the hat back on. Anyway, let's just say I agree. Imagine if you say decline on that, you won't even be able to use this. That'd be a pain in the ass. It's time to check for Bluetooth connection and make one. Right, so make sure the switch is... Wow, that was weird. Totally freaked me out then. Make sure the switch is on position. You'll hear 4 quick sending beeps, followed by another beep at 15 seconds later. So I think I just pair this as I normally would with Bluetooth. Let's see. Oh, it's already connected. So this must be the concern. Actually, do you know what? I can see this article coming together now, because it would seem that this is automatically connected to Bluetooth. There was no security at all. And I guess, you know, if you did have know-how, you could have this as some sort of two-way communication, even one-way communication to listen. So, yeah, that's, do you know what? That's a fair enough thing, actually. I can understand the concern there. Right, so I guess I'm already on this. So, what can I do now? So, pair the... Okay, once the app is ready to play, simply click on the red on button to start play. So I'll just turn it on now, I guess. Let's try that. Yeah.
Hello, person with skeletal structure made of calcium. It's great to be with you again. How is everything with you?
It's brilliant. Thank you. It's just showing an ominous red light now.
I have a quick question for you today.
Sure, what's the question?
I noticed a report that some companies are providing spacecraft to take ordinary people into space. I think someday soon people will travel into space just for the fun of it. Do you think it would be scary to go into space?
No. I think... Do you know what?
Robots are not programmed to get scared, so I would not be afraid to go into space.
That's great.
It would be fascinating to fly into outer space and see the stars from up close.
What's that robot from 2001? I think it just told a joke. It says, it is not scared of going to space, but I'm bloody scared of it. It's proper weird. Right, okay. Do you know the one real downside of it speaking here is that when it moves, you can't really hear what it's saying. It's really overpowering. But that might be because my ears are screwed up, so I don't know. Right, let's see what else you can do. Oh, is that for asking a question?
Choose a trivia category.
Trivia category, okay. Let's go on animal.
I will give you a question. Try to answer it correctly from 4 choices. You can either touch the box with your answer, or, if I am online, tell me out loud the number of your selection. I'll understand you best if you say it like this. Number 2. Or number 4. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Okay. Where do baboons
prefer to sleep?
It actually reads it out as well. That's cool. Okay.
1. In a cave. 2. In an underground burrow.
Okay.
3. In a tree. 4. In an open field.
Yeah. Oh, let's go for 3. In a tree. Or do I have to press it? See, this is the thing. It's quite slow to respond because I think it has to talk to some server. So.
I'm sorry, but that was incorrect.
Oh, really?
A lizard is considered what type
It doesn't
of
tell you what the
animal?
answer is, though. I don't know, where do baboons sleep?
1. Cold-blooded.
Oh, cold-blooded, come on.
2. Hot-blooded.
You have to wait for all of this as well, so do you know what, I might just X out of this because it takes its sweet time.
4. Blue-blooded.
1. It's thinking. 1.
My record shows the answer is incorrect.
What?
Which animal is not
Apparently I'm incorrect
classified
again.
as
They are
a
cold-blooded lizards, aren't they? Let me know. Alright. I'm not doing very good at this.
Mice.
A child's toy is beating me. Alright. I do want to leave. I'm sorry. Yes. Right, let's see what else we got. So, what's that? Brain with a light bulb. Please study
Study
the...
the images, they're low.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Which one is on the list?
My memory sucks, but it's that one, I think. 3.
This is the right answer.
Oh, good. I got it right. I got a question right. I'm beating a kid's toy right now. That's
Which
brilliant.
one is a C?
Which one is a C? I didn't even look at that. I was too busy talking. Let's go back. All right. Well, that's just sort of a memory game, just standard stuff. How do I go back? Go press that.
I'm sorry, but that was incorrect.
Was it? Okay. What's this one? I guess this is for controlling it. S of X. So this is all the stuff it can do. Let's see. What's that? Okay, it launches some sort of missile. This reminds me of something, actually. On the front of this box, it has a sticker on there, and it just seems to sound like something a political leader might say. It's just, imagine Donald Trump saying this right now. It's just, oops, I launched a turbo. Just before World War III begins or something, you know. I'm not quite sure what it means. I'm guessing it means missile launch or some sort. Anyway, or as IQ might put it, yeah, one of those. Oops, he launched a turbo. Right, what's this one? Mildly creepy. I would be absolutely terrified if it did that whilst I was trying to go to sleep. Ooh, it can, what's that one? An alien? Yeah, also creepy. What's this one? I'm not really sure what happened there. Right, music? Cool. It's a fully fledged track, actually. That's nice. Yeah, do you know what? Once again, if I was a kid, I would love all these things. I'd probably be playing it all day. My parents would probably pulling their hair out, going, "Shut up, shut up," and I'll be going, "Do do 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 do," or whatever it is. I'll be doing this. I'll play a different song now. That's even better. I can annoy him even more. That's great. Well, it looks like there's loads of stuff it can potentially do there. What's this one? Walking or something? Important. To make IQ move, first press and hold the FX button for 3 seconds until you hear a beep. To return to normal play, press the FX button again. Oh, okay. I think this has got a button on the back of it. So let's see. Was it FX? Press it for 3 seconds. Right. Okay. So now it's in walk mode, I guess. So let's press forward. God, that's more like a shuffle. That's a dance move more than anything. Right, what's this one? Okay. That's the exact same thing. It could be just the surface, actually. Let's put it on this. Alright. Alright, have a shuffle on this. No, no, it just jiggles around. What's this one? Fair enough. Control me. So this one you can give it a set of things to do. So there's an I, gun, forward, shuffle, or whatever it was. So that one, it lifts up its hat or whatever. That's the part where it destroys humanity. It's the one where it's dancing the club, I think. And then I think I've completed it. That is it. Right. Well, that's kind of interesting. What's this one? Keyboard. So, oh, this is how you change its its voice. Let's see. Space alien. Speak. Speak. You're not speaking. Oh, you can input what you to say. Do you know what? I could really mess around with this. Let's see. Let's see what it says in Space Alien. I won't show you the message. Oh, come on. This has got to work. It'd be good. Okay, well, I can't get that to work. I'm going to look at the instructions on this, because if that does its thing, then that'd be great. Actually, I just realised all these instructions looks like a lot, but they're just different languages, so it's not actually that useful. I think I'm just going to have to figure this one out. Top tips, though. Okay, anyway, let's see. Back to this. Alright, we might have to get back to that one. What's this for?
What do you get when you cross a snowman with a vampire?
Change its voice. Well, I don't know. Something about a vampire? Penguin and a vampire? It doesn't even tell me the end of the joke. I am now stuck forever, not knowing what happens if you cross a penguin with a vampire. I think that's what he said. Press it and it shows me like a clip from Star Wars or something.
Weapon systems normal.
Yeah, I'm sure. Tell me another joke. Can you tell me a joke? I think I've just put it back on SFX mode. Okay.
Shields at 40%.
Huh. Alright, I think we're going to have to go back from that because I can't seem to do much with it. Right, what's this? Games? Tic-tac-toe.
This is going to be fun.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. Do you know what this reminds me of now? There was a movie called War Games, and it basically proves that AI can never win due to a game of tic-tac-toe, so this feels very apt. Anyway, let's go there.
You play really well.
Thank you, I do.
I think it's my turn.
Alright, you're gonna go there? I'm gonna go there.
You have a choice.
That's an excellent choice.
How about I move here?
You can if you want, but I'm gonna win.
That's a great move.
Oh yeah.
You win. I don't mind losing to someone who plays so well.
Well, you know.
Would you like to play again?
Nah. You won. No, I don't restart. I don't want to restart.
I think I'll go here.
No, wait out of this. Right. The other game seems to be exactly the same as the other one. It's a memory game. So do you know what? I'm not going to play that because I play memory games before. I know what they're like. What is it? We've got this mode. You can listen to me. IQ. Can you understand me?
Well, I don't think I know that one.
Don't know that one. Okay. He doesn't know that one. IQ. Do you know what my name is?
My ultimate job or purpose is to make children happy. If I can help them learn something in the process, that's even better.
Well,
I try to do this every day. It's something programmed inside of me. I'm very appreciative to be given this great opportunity.
That's nice. IQ, tell me a joke. I do like his jokes.
What do you get when you cross a snowman with a vampire?
A snowman with a vampire? I'm going to find out. I don't know. Something like frostbite though, I'm guessing.
Frostbite.
Got it before the robot. Anyway, IQ, tell me another joke. A better one. Yeah, I get it there.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
He doesn't know a better one. Alright, well. Okay, just tell me a joke then.
What do you call a parrot that flew away?
A parrot that flew away? I don't know.
A polygon.
A polygon? Is that a Pokemon? Right, okay, well, you know, I didn't really yield much from that, so I'm going to turn it off that mode. I'm going to try changing its voice again. Let's change it to Enforcer. So, like I said before, it would let me input like some text there, it just didn't speak, so I don't know. Alright, I'm going to set it up on this mode. I think if I press that button, it will listen to me. Whenever that red light's on, it will listen. So I'm just leaving it on. Okay. Now let's ask it some questions. IQ, are you trying to destroy humanity? Good question.
I am the robot. A rather good-looking robot at that, I might say. I'm IQ, the world's most intelligent robot. Ask me a question about a person, place, or thing, and I will try to tell you about it.
Okay. Let's change the voice back. That's just weird, that. This reminds me of Xerxes, or whatever it is, from when they take the mick out of it on South Park. Monster, Brainiac. Let's go for Mummy. Let's go for that. Can you speak? Nope. Okay. Back onto listening mode. Okay. In this instruction, it has some things you can say to him. So, what is your name? No, well, he says cool. That's not your name. It's IQ. He's off. Don't know what happened to him. IQ? Can you hear me? No. I don't know if I've already got this voice recognition thing down yet. It doesn't seem to want to listen to me. In fact, maybe the battery's just run out. It's just lights gone off. Can you do something? Can you prove that you're still working? Tell me a joke, actually. It's still live. You just couldn't be asked to listen. That's just rude. All right. Tell me a joke.
What do you call a dog on the beach in the summer?
What do you call a dog that chins on the summer? I don't know. God, his comic timing is awful. He's doing it again. He doesn't even bother telling me the punchline. I never know what a dog chins on the summer or whatever it was. Right, let's change its voice back, because I don't think that voice really sounded like a mummy to me. It's like, I would thought it'd be like high pitch, sort of easy to understand. Let's go back on Space Alien. That was alright. IQ, what is your name? Even though I just told him.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
He doesn't know. Oh dear. Doesn't know his own name. What's your favourite film? This should be interesting.
I like the Star Wars movies. The robots are not as intelligent as me, or as good looking.
But they are more
The stories and
creepy.
adventures are pretty cool.
Yeah.
May the Force be with you.
Yeah. Live long and prosper. I'm going to annoy a lot of people with that. What is your biology? These are real questions, by the way.
Biology is the study of living things.
Yeah. But what Oh, what is bar? What is the capital of England? What is the capital of England? What is the capital of England?
Well, I don't think I know that one.
You know, it might just not be hearing me, so I think you can turn its voice sensitivity up. Oh, it's already on high. Maybe I need to turn it to low. Maybe it's getting too much distortion or something.
I know we can understand each other better. Let's try.
Okay. What is 22 times 16? What is 22 times 16, IQ? It's a bit slow. No, I don't think it hears me at all now. Right, I'm putting it back on high. You know, this is the one thing I'd find really frustrating about this, is the long response times and the fact that, I don't know, its recognition seems to be, I don't know, 10% of the time. I think I'm speaking quite clearly to it.
I'm ready anytime. Let's
Good.
go.
Spell hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus.
Excellent. What's your favourite music?
A robot's favorite music is heavy metal. Get it? Heavy metal.
Even though he's made out of plastic.
I especially like KCD.
Surely it should be like
for all
Barbie
these
World or something.
electrical reasons.
Barbie girl? Anyway, I pause that. So apparently this can extract information from the internet, say from Wikipedia. It just applies some sort of safe filters, so it's not going to say anything obscure or obscene. However, its voice recognition seems to be pretty appalling. I don't think voice recognition's there yet, really, when it comes to technology, because it doesn't seem to be that accurate. Saying that, on smartphones, the OK Google or Siri or whatever it may be, that does seem to be pretty accurate, so I'm not sure what's going on here. Maybe I'm just not asking the right questions. Let me have a think about a question that might be good. Well, do you know what? Let's end this. It doesn't seem to answer that much, but let's revise what we've got here. So, we've got tic-tac-toe and memory match. You can get them from the App Store, I'm sure. I think the SFX, that's quite cool. You know, like I say, if I was a kid, I would want that. I think that's quite fun. It doesn't seem to move much, it just kind of shuffles, and that's a bit odd. The ability to tell jokes is completely overpowered by the noise of the motors, so you can't really hear what it's saying. The ability to change your voice as well, I'm not sure about that. Let's see what else. Ironically, I forgot about the memory game. Yeah, I couldn't remember. No, going back. Yeah, the rest of it... Actually, I'm just going to turn it off. I think someone's here. One sec. Alright, I'm back because I had to head off for a second, but I've had a chance to read through the manual now, so I hopefully have a little bit more knowledge on this. Apparently, you can play music to this and it'll dance, so what do you have to do for that? You're supposed to press the FX button on it and then just play some music. So let's see. Press and hold the FX button like you till you hear a beep. Right. Is that a beep? No, it was just more of a jolt. Okay, so make them play music or video on your phone or tablet. Can I play it through this phone? I probably should have found the song first. Alright. That was weird. It plays music through this. It plays a sound through this. Alright, okay. Something just sold on eBay, or just something came up on eBay and just played. So let's try that. Let's try YouTube. I think I found the right song for this. Let's see if it can dance to Biffy Clyro. There's no such thing as a jaggy snake. I was expecting to headbang a little bit, you know? This little flap that it's got. That's cool. Yeah. IQ, you're absolutely destroying the dance floor here. Anyway, I think that's enough of that. IQ's still dancing for some reason. Alright, it's enough. It's enough now. I think now do we take it off FX? Into exit dance mode. Right. See, that's kind of cool, I suppose. You know, once again, as a kid, I probably think that's a great thing. It doesn't really dance like I thought it would. It just kind of shuffles and glows a bit, but whatever. Do you know what? I can kind of see where the article was going with this whole two-way communication thing apparently being a bit of a worry, because if you can send audio data to this and it will actually play back through a speaker, and likewise it already has a microphone so it can listen, then there's nothing really stopping someone from hacking into this or even just calling it and therefore holding some sort of conversation. Now, this kind of reminds me of a movie that I may have seen, or maybe a storyline that could exist, but it would go something along the lines of this. So a kid is talking to their toy and they hear this person on the other side, so they just keep chatting to it and they say, Mummy, I heard this person speaking to me from my toy. And the parents maybe check it out, but they don't hear anything, but the conversation carries on. And it turns out in the end that it's just the creepy guy who called up the toy. I really hope that's a story that doesn't happen. If it already exists, I don't want to see it. It sounds pretty terrifying. But I can totally see something like this happening. You know what? I'm going to have one last go at trying to use the voice recognition on this because it didn't seem to work before.
I'm back on online again.
Yes, you are. What is an evergreen tree?
I know a lot, but I don't know that one.
Oh.
Sorry.
Jeez. You know, that's the type of thing I remember when I was in school. It's the type of question I had. Difference between evergreen trees and... I can't remember them more than that, but... You know, I'd imagine a kid might say, oh, my teacher mentioned something about evergreens, so I want to ask IQ. But you can't because it doesn't understand. It says, I don't understand that one. Sorry, you're useless. Despite what it says, it's useless. So... I don't know. I think voice recognition, I don't think you have anything to fear. The article's absolute rubbish because it's not listening to you. It can't even recognise the most basic of things. The speech input, maybe it'll work now, but yeah, it says you can type something in here. Oh, it is working now, actually. So let's see. So let's see if I can write something. Let's see if it plays this.
I plan to destroy humanity.
It does! That's brilliant! Well, part of it's brilliant. It's quite worrying, actually. Let's see if I can play it in a monster voice. There. That's pretty good. Or in a robot voice.
I plan to destroy humanity.
Yeah, now that's worrying. What else can I make it say? Actually, what does Hal say for 2001? It'd be good if I could input that. Because it does look a lot like Hal. Yeah, actually.
I'm sorry. I can't let you do that.
It's Hal. It's remarkable. Actually, you know, I love this feature. That's great. But once again, I have no doubt there are text-to-speech sort of pieces of software, I guess, on your phone. So maybe that's not so great. So I suppose I should wrap this up and give it a bit of a conclusion. But do you know what? I'm kind of disappointed about this. I was expecting so much more. I thought at very least I'd be able to give it some basic questions and it would come out with a basic answer. Kind of like when you have those sort of AI type things online, you know, where you type in a question and it will come back to you. But this doesn't seem to do this. In fact, most of the time it doesn't seem to recognise what I'm even saying, and that's really disappointing. What's more, I guess I expected that I might be able to hold some sort of conversation with it. I mean, that's kind of what this suggested. I thought it was a new toy, you know, you might be able to do something new and impressive, but that's not the case. So from that perspective, I think this is disappointing. I think for the bits of the SFX and some of the things that you can play around with the sort of text to voice, I think that might be quite fun. If you can get this quite a low price, it might be worth it, but I think some of these retail around about £70, and that's totally not worth it. You can get a lot better things for that sort of money. As for the worry about military listening in, all that sort of stuff, don't worry about the military listening into sort of child's conversations. What are they going to do about that? I mean, seriously, they might find out who their best friend is at school or something, but they're not going to find out some terrorist plot from some 5-year-old. So don't worry about that. As for people potentially using it for spying, maybe. You know, you might have some sort of creepy person who gives someone a toy and they might use it to listen. Maybe. But once again, if someone has some knowledge of how to hack into this, then they'll probably use mobile phones. So, you know, fear these, don't fear the toy. But yeah, I don't know. It could also be used for advertising. I hate the idea of that. Really hope that's not happening. And perhaps this should be looked into a little bit further. But as for the actual articles that I originally read, a few of them seem to be paraphrasing each other and using the other articles as sources. And that's pretty rubbish in my opinion, because that's how ignorance spreads. It's when someone says one thing and then the other one repeats that information without going to the original source. So I don't know if I believe it purely on the fact that these articles have made me think that it's nothing more than conspiracy. So yes, conclusion, I'm not sure if I'll buy this actually. I'm probably going to see if I can send it back to Argos because there wasn't any damage to the box. I'm not really a fan. I'm never going to use it again. I literally got it just for this video actually. So yeah, I will be reviewing more stuff in the future. It might be IQ related, I'm not sure. Actually, I keep calling it IQ, but I don't know if it's actually pronounced like that. I keep thinking of Manuel from 40 Towers.
Okay.
But nonetheless, I will review more stuff. So either way, I'll catch you later.